I can't believe I'm riding this. Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here, Baxter Cycle, the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, and look what they have laid out for us today. We have seen this one before, but they've cleaned it up and they've actually got it running. So quite a machine. I'll tell you what little bit I do know about this. So this is a 1959 Indian Fire Arrow is what it was sold as in America. It is made by Royal Enfield, and if you look here, you've got the Royal Enfield wing, but they've machined the RE off of here, and then on this side where you would have the RE on the case, the RE has been scrubbed off as well, but the wing's still there. So this was made by Royal Enfield for Indian America at the time. Now the big claim to fame of this particular bike is it's a unit construction, meaning the transmission is part of the engine, you know, everything's one piece. And the story goes that they only made about 40 of these that got sent to America. So very unique, very unusual. So it's a 250cc about, air-cooled, overhead valves, cams down here. Just kind of a beautiful little thing. Kickstart only, of course. 1 up, 3 down shifting, so 4-speed transmission. Just a really gorgeous bike. A Mall carburetor, monoblock. That's the fuel on and off right there. I love these external oil lines. I love the way they look. I understand why we don't use them anymore. They're prone to leaking. So from the oil pump, the oil would come up here, up through these pipes, into the where the valves are and rocker arms, and then back down the, I suppose down this tube here where the, I'm guessing on that, where the push rods are. There's push rods right here. Another interesting thing about this engine that we just figured out, or I was just informed about today, is that on most motorcycles, British bikes, the alternator is on this side. On this bike, it's on what they call the far side, or the right side of the bike. So the alternator's in here somewhere, and we did look and find the wire right here. So that's kind of an interesting feature too. But isn't that just gorgeous? Another interesting thing about this particular bike, and this is not unique to Royal Enfield, but certainly an interesting detail nonetheless. The engine frame stops right here, and then it picks up again back here. So the engine, there's nothing underneath the engine right through here. Very nice, very nice. That keeps weight down and also keeps the center of gravity much lower. Here's the swing arm pivot point. It's got a greaser, dual shocks on the back, single pipe on the one side, pea shooter. Got this gorgeous Indian logo on the side, excellent paint. This bike was in a museum for years, and Baxter's bought it, and they've done what it takes to get it running, of course. Just a gorgeous thing. Look at this front end, you know, the cassette on the front here, the tiger eyes, pilot lights, whatever you want to call them. Just a beautiful, beautiful machine. I just love it. Key goes in right here. One of these sides would have an air filter, is my guess, or maybe a toolkit, and the other side would have the battery. Flip those knobs there to get those off. We're not going to do that today. I love the mechanical brakes on these things. You know, you adjust it right here. When I was a little kid, I think that was one of the first things I was able to do in a motorcycle. I was about 9 years old, and I think that's why they attract me so well. But this is the microelectronics of the day. You know, 1959. It's just a gorgeous little thing. Snail adjusters on the back wheel. Enclosed shocks right here. And of course, look at these Indian foot pegs. I don't know if those must be reproduction. They look so very nice. Very well done. Metal fender from here all the way down, you know, just incredibly well done. Mechanical brake, of course, in the front, drum. Isn't that just beautiful? I mean, I love the way that's been done. And I was looking at this, the choke lever here has the Amal symbol on there, like the carburetors, you know, Amal carburetors. Seat's been recovered, of course. So well done. Just every little bit, every little detail, you know. I like it. Jumping up here, all the gauges right here, Smith gauge, chronometric, from this side over to this way, you know, kind of backwards by our standards today. There's a guy up here just down the road that repairs these. He rebuilds them. He can do everything you want to them. He can make new faces, recrimp the sides, do the whole bit. Anyway, very interesting. I'll put his website right here. So this is for the headlight. This is daytime running light right there. The actual headlight right there, and then high-lows are right over here. Let's turn that off. There's the amp meter right there. Jumping over here, clutch, choke, horn, high-lows. On this side, gas, which actually works this time. Last time we looked at this, it was froze up. And then, of course, the brake. I like that. Doesn't that look just fabulous? Flat gas cap with a vent in it. It's a beautiful machine. It is an absolutely fabulous machine. We think it puts out about 17 horsepower at the rear wheel and about 14.5 foot-pounds of torque in, when it was new. That's about 19 Newton meters. The same bike was sold in England as a Royal Enfield Crusader, and it replaced the original Clipper that was ahead of this. It's just a gorgeous machine, just a gorgeous machine. Isn't that just fabulous? And you know what? They've told me if I can get it started, I can take it for a ride. Wish me luck. Wahoo! All right, we are going to try to get this hot rod running. I already turned the fuel on. We did a little tickling here, the carburetor. This is the key right here. We're going to leave the choke off. Let's see if I can figure this out. Okay, I think the ignition is on. This is how a fat man tries to start a motorcycle, guys.
You push?
Sure. We got it. We got it. Had to push start it, but she's a going. 1959. The brakes barely work. I can't see behind me. Amazing. We're gonna let it warm up a little bit. I'm afraid to stop anywhere. We'll go up to the top of that hill over yonder. What a machine, what a machine. I'm not sure if that's accurate. I do think I'm in high gear. This is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like I said, one of 40 that got shipped into America, we think, 40 or 50, something like that. Fabulous. I like the way it feels. It's got a very good seat. I'm sitting upright. My knees and hips are about level. My heels are right slightly behind my knees, maybe. Very good. Oh, of course there's a truck coming. I don't see anybody behind us. There is first gear. Okay, back to town we go. Second is down. Third is down. I can't believe I'm riding this. No horn, or at least one that works. That should be fourth gear. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I am in motorcycle heaven. 1959 Indian. Good grief, what a machine. What a machine. 50 miles an hour. What did I say, 17 horsepower or something like that? That's at the wheel. Very impressed with this. It runs, I mean, look at that. It's just smooth as can be. A very slight amount of vibration in the bars. The seat has zero vibration, and the foot peg's a very minimal amount. I've ridden modern bikes that vibrate more than this. Very nice. Incredibly light handling. The brakes are crap. That's into third. I'm absolutely amazed. Absolutely amazed. A true machine of fun. A truly amazing machine. That should be second gear. I'm going to take this back because It is a 1959. That should be first gear. Well, thank you, Baxter Cycle, for the treat. I'm a little worried about the brakes, but that's all right. It's working so far. If y'all are interested in a new or used Royal Enfield, Triumph, or classic British bike like this one, get yourself over to Baxter Cycle, baxtercycle.com. They've got a whole room full of these things. I think about 70 of them in one room, and they've got more in other places. What a machine, what a machine. Tell them Fuzzy Biker sent you. Life is phenomenal. Wahoo! I love it. Smoking.
What are you getting so hot for?
I don't know.